The 2015 Heritage Place Futurity Weekend coverage brought to you by He's a Fast Dash, the 2013 leading sire of money earners, standing at Robichaux Ranch Incorporated in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana.
And hello again, everyone. I'm Greg Thompson of StallionResearch.com here in Oklahoma City at Remington Park for the Heritage Place Futurity Weekend coverage here on StallionResearch.com, brought to you by He's a Fast Dash. On this episode, we go to the barn of Bill Valdivia to see the Remington Futurity winner regard with respect as he goes to the racetrack for his final tune-up here going into the $1.1 million Futurity. StallionResearch.com was at Remington Park this week with perfect timing. We were able to capture footage of the fastest qualifier regard with respect, the Remington Futurity winner, being taken to the gate with trainer Bill Valdivia and jockey Larry Payne and company. Payne was gracious enough to don the StallionResearch.com helmet cam as we accompanied the fastest qualifier to the gate to stand in preparation for the $1.1 million Heritage Place Futurity. The gelded son of Chick's Regard is out of the special definition mare named Dynamite Friends. He earned $330,000 in the Remington Futurity victory and turned around and devastated his rivals in the trial race for the $1.1 million Futurity in a time of 17.323 seconds for the 350 yards with a speed index of 95 for the effort. StallionResearch.com was able to talk with jockey Larry Payne as well with trainer Bill Valdivia about the morning line favorite, regard with respect, in the Grade 1 Heritage Place Futurity.
He's a really nice colt. I didn't see much out of him until the trials to the Remington Park Futurity, and I watched him in the trials, and he fell for about 50 yards leaving there, and he got up last and run back by them horses and beat them a length and qualified for the finals of the Remington Park. I really didn't expect Jesus to take off of him, but I was right here at Tobacco Bill's barn the day they entered, and I stopped by and congratulated Bill because I hadn't seen him. Bill and I go back quite a ways, and the lady that owns this horse go back quite a ways. I won races for her several years ago, and anyway, I told him that if he got in the switch that I was open, and he named me on the colt, and he won the Futurity, which I was pretty excited. I felt like he was the winner. If we could get him away from our standing on his feet, I felt like he had a really good shot to win the race. Came back in the Heritage Trials. He'd been perfect all along after the Remington Park, the time or two that I've taken him. He was really sharp on his game. Took him and stood him. He stood excellent. No mistakes in there nowhere, and it was pretty much the same way in the trials. He walked in there and pointed really well, was paying attention, and when they said go, he was gone. You know, and he run a super big race. Time-wise, you know, he's pretty much the guy.
Can you foresaw where you're at now with this horse going into the $1 million Futurity as the fastest qualifier coming off of a huge Futurity win in the Remington?
You know, this colt really matured a lot in the last 2 months. Like I say, first time that we run him in the trials of the Remington, he kind of scrambled away from the gates. You know, run a good race, you know, good enough to qualify him, and back in the finals, he broke a little bit sharper and run much better race than what he did in the trials. So, like I was telling you, you know, this colt matured quite a bit in the last couple of months. So I'm happy. I'm happy for the horse, and I'm happy for the owner.
Bill, you told me in the winner's circle at the Remington Futurity that it's not typical for you to bounce one out of the Remington and go into the Heritage unless they're doing really well. This horse is obviously doing very well because you're going towards the Heritage Place Futurity with the fastest qualifier.
After the finals, we kind of look him over. We, you know, horse come back good after the finals, so you know I didn't see any problems. I said let's run him.
He's a Fast Dash, the #1 leading sire of money earners for 2013, the sire of 22 black-type graded stakes winners from only 10 crops to race. His runners have an average earnings of nearly $37,000. His offspring have earned a jaw-dropping $20 million from only 10 crops to race. His dam, First Prize Dash, is a full sister to the all-time leading sire First Down Dash. The dynasty is well underway in Louisiana. He's a fast dash, standing at Robichaux Ranch Incorporated in Breaux Bridge, Louisiana.